Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to our stream here, the Endurance Racing Federation channel. We have the DTM Legends support race ready for you. Couple of minutes. So just to see where we're at. We're at the Saturday. Finally, it's race day. And we are starting off this amazing weekend of racing with the DTM Legends. We had a qualifying session yesterday, and now we're heading into the race, of course. And then, of course, followed later by the big event, the 24 hours, as part of the ERF GT Challenge 2024 season. So, quick look at the grid we should have. Unfortunately, we had a few dropouts, so we don't have a full grid, but we have 11 drivers entered the race so far. That's nice to see, as usual. So yeah, see some lovely late 80s, early 90s DTM or BTCC touring cars, that Group A era. And I think, not sure, did the race already start? No. Did we? No. No. We are still warming up, so all good, but we can have a look at the grid. Then at the actual live footage, the lobby. We will be starting then any second for this one. So the drivers are cruising around the GP loop, say hello to the fans, of course, show their lovely cars in their lovely liveries. And then we should be ready to go racing. So what do we have? We have 6 racing laps, 1 formation lap. With those lovely cars. Yeah, so 6 times around the green hell. We have sunshine to begin with, and then we will end on some random weather settings. Who knows what can happen, what will be happening? Will we see some rain? We don't know. But definitely an interesting one to see. And we have 3 Mercedes-Benz starting at the front. Oh, it's 2 because 1 had a penalty, unfortunately, but still 2. So cars are lining up for the start. So we will have a formation lap, so chill down everyone. It's just cool down now. No racing on the first lap, but then we can have a look at all the entries, the cars, and get back down memory lane, at least if you're as old as me. So when I grew up, I watched those cars racing on TV, unfortunately not on the racetrack, but still some fun memories in here. So yeah, Mercedes-Benz 190E 23 car, the yellow and white Kercher livery. Then we have another Mercedes, a black one. Also like very iconic, in my opinion, AEG, AEG in German. Then also a Toyota Supra. Yeah, the Supra was actually racing a DTM, run by privateers. weren't that successful, but still nice to see the car on the grid for this one. Then of course we have the BMW EM3, iconic. That's what DTM or ETCC was like the image for me, those cars. Another BMW, the Kümmerling, the green machine. And the black and yellow BMW NP6. Lovely looking car. We have the second Toyota Supra in as well. Nah, it won't be the longest formation lap ever. So you see in the real life 24-hour they also timed it perfectly to make it look good. But yeah, we have plenty of time to have a look at the cars then. So all good. So we have also a Ford Sierra Cosworth in this race. V8 at the moment. Then another Mercedes in P9. I think they qualified P2 yesterday but had an infringement because of non-compliant parts fitted on the car, so they went down to P9. So I had a bit of a challenge to make up some places during that race. Then the really iconic BMW M livery, the white, blue and red. It says Super on the window, so nice to see this car on the grid. And then we have the second Cosy on the grid as well. I will be doing my best to give you an exciting commentary, but in the end it's down to the drivers to provide us some great racing, of course. If it's like being spaced out after half a lap, then it's not much I can do then with bring you exciting racing. But yeah, I think this track is a challenge, so you might see some unique moments, let's put it that way. So let's say, so what are the regulations for this? So we have fuel and tires ×1. We have the racing hards available for those cars. We have a custom DOP implemented by Philo, the legend. So all cars have to comply with those specs. I think they're 335 brake horsepower and 1,115 kilos of weight, and a performance point limit of 338. So those are the specs the cars have to run. There are also some livery regulations, so not every car is allowed to use all the aero parts. So those are regulated by the rulebook to make them like even on pace. And of course, with ERF, it will be heavy damage for the race. It is so. That is the most chilled lap for the drivers, pretty sure. But now, we will be seeing some fast-paced racing action, definitely. So nearly halfway around the track now. Let's see, we have a few marshals alongside. We also see some fan supporters in the stands, on the grass everywhere. Yeah, I saw some friendly faces here around. So hey, here we go, fans. You're on camera, smile. I mean, those cars, those liveries on that track on Gran Turismo 7, beautiful looking game. Yeah. Also, there's no pit stop required. Of course, if you get damage or if it starts raining, then you are allowed to do a pit stop. The pit lane is open all the time, but you don't have to pit for it. I'm looking at this livery. I immediately want to have a drink now. No, it's too early. Don't drink alcohol. It's too early. But later on this weekend, definitely. I don't think I will be singing during this one, but there might be a high chance that you will catch me singing through one of the main event stints later on, or during nighttime for me. It might be happening. That's correct. Yeah, so we are 8 minutes 30 seconds in this formation lap, and probably still have to do another 8 minutes or so, but it's such a nice scenery, isn't it? And we can look at those cars. Lovely pictures, images. No, why would you fall asleep? Come on. There's only the Racing Hard tire available, so no need to bring up the full HUD, because we want to have like a nice broadcast, so we don't want to get distracted by those overlays from the game, so we'll just keep it with the race information on. But yeah, only the Racing Hard tires available. It's an easy 6-lap sprint, if you want to call it that way. See, ERF is thinking about everything, simulates the shitty tires. Poor drivers. I think we also have disabled all the driving assists, like no traction control, no counter steer assistance, no active stability management or whatever. It's just comes down to the driver. That's correct, so ABS is allowed. Alright, so let's have a look at the track. Where are we? See, we are Landsgarten at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Round about that point. Yeah, should be heading into the Schwalbenschwanz now for the last time in cruise mode. Now, coming out of the mini carousel. You know, we'll hopefully get a lovely image of all those cars driving on the back straight, the JeGr Höhe, 2.2 kilometers of length it is. And now, here we go. We see some weaving, and then I think somewhere around the Bielstein Bridge it will be double file formation. I hope, at least, they will do that. Should be ready to get the race started within the next 2 minutes, I guess. So, weaving, warming up the tires. Let's see if we can get like a shot from the Bielstein Bridge. Yeah, here we go. That's what I want to see, like in real life. This camera shot is amazing. See all the cars trying to get some heat into the tires now. And here we go. Looks like we're going into double file. Through Tiergarten we go, heading into the Hohenrhein chicane, and then it's just moments away from green. The grid is bunching up nicely. Look at this. This looks so good. Now through the chicane we go. Coming back onto the GP loop we go, and then it will be green, 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 green. Not sure when. Leader decides when to go. It's JeGr and Beetlejuice, the 2 Finnish drivers. Now it's a rolling start, and here we go. We're off. The 6 laps of the DTM Legends race has begun. JeGr with a great start. Pilo with a massive run into T1. We go. Beetlejuice still around the outside. Into the Yokohama S. The tight chicane, and Philo goes around the outside, takes P2, Beetlejuice P3. Lugi is on PS, up to P4 in that Cosy. Cyanus, the first BMW driver, in P5, followed by Kyle, up to P6, Pool Shark in P7. It's Oppa. P8 made up 1 or 2 positions already. Death Spade in P9, Huts in P10, and Fake Rider in P11. Saw some dust. A Pool Shark having a little bit of an issue there. Will they go side by side into Michael Schumacher's? No, Pool Shark has the advantage for now. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. Huts and Fake Rider at the back. So JeGr 0.5 the gap. Philo with a great opening lap, not letting the Finnish driver to run away with it that early. Then Beetlejuice in P3, closely followed by Lugi in P4. Go through the MGK chicane, and now on to the Nordschleife we go. Oh, it's JeGr into Sabine Schmidt's curve for the first time. Philo in P2, Beetlejuice P3, Lugi P4. Cyanus in P5, Oppa up to P6 already. Made some crucial moves on the GP loop. group and now trying to bring that gap down to P5. Kyle is running in P7 at the moment. That's 8 in P8. Then a little gap to the battle group at the back with Fake Rider, Pool Shark, and that's 9, 10, and 11. So top 2 with an early lead, nearly 3 seconds the gap. So can Philo stay with JeGr? That's the question. We'll try and see if we can get an on board. Schwedenkreuz, a little lift, even downshift, 1 gear braking hard for Arenberg. And downhill we go. Very evenly matched. I don't know, of course, keep it tight, don't run too wide here, slow corner. Oh, all of the curb. Look at that. So top 2 fly away, and oh, Luki is down to P8. Just realized that after a great start, Luki from P4 down to P8, and we have Opa 1.5 seconds just the gap with Cyanus in P4. Mercedes versus BMW. Will we stay with the top 2 for now? Is it still very close racing? And we had some cars crashing at the back. See, Fake Rider in P11. Bull Shark, Huts, and I think there's also Kyle struggling. Now maybe has dirty tires, some damage. Oh, again, Kyle is all over the place at the moment, trying to tame the beast. Not sure if the car's alright, but yay, he is going sideways everywhere. Look at that. And at the front we have still Philo and JeGr running away with it. 4.6 seconds the gap already. And Cyanus under pressure. Here comes Hopper. Under 1 second, and now the run of the Bergwerk through Klostertal. Uphill we go, and Hopper is catching. Look at that closing speed. Bringing that get down into Mutkurve we go. Hard braking zone for the run up towards the carousel. Stay on board with the Finnish driver, chasing down the American driver. Mercedes versus BMW, the old rivalry between the 2 German manufacturers. Cyanus, aka Dark Horse, is struggling a little bit. They're through Hohe Acht, approaching Wippermann. Definitely the run for Opa here. And at the front we still have Philo chasing down JeGr. 6 seconds the gap to P3. So they're on a mission, those 2 drivers. a little jump there, the first part of Landsgarten. And we go through the second part, where we just a slight lift for the front axle. And now it's flat through the Stefan Belloves. We go. 0.3. Philo has a great setup, probably on top end. With that power section, he's really close. 0.3. Can he stay close with JeGr? Exit of Schwalbenschwanz, the Kleine Karussell. And we are approaching the crucial double right-hander Galgenkopf to carry the speed for the Döttinger Höhe. And it's half a second. Oh, JeGr trying to break that hold, but and Philo is like confident that Mercedes is in the match for that Supra. Look at that. It's a drag race, but Philo with the better exit, the better top end, and the Supra gets into the first position. JeGr trying to nip that slipstream. Under the Bielstein Bridge we go into through Antonius Buche, Tiergarten, and now braking for the Hohenrhein chicane. And Philo with a perfect run, that long straight. 0.7, 0.8 the gap. And Oppa made that move stick up to P4. It is so. 3 Finnish drivers now chasing Philo in that Supra. 1 second the gap, so the power section definitely beneficial for that Supra by the looks. But JeGr in that Mercedes is still very close. 0.6. They go through the GP loop for the second time during the race. So top 2. Oh, Lugi pitting, probably to fix the damage. So also Pool Shark into the pits. Oh, Oppa trying to get closer to his fellow countryman in P3. And we have in P5 the best BMW, Cyanas, aka Dark Horse. Death Spade another 11 seconds the gap. In P6, Hutz in the second Supra, currently running in P7. Fake Rider staying out despite having some damage according to race control. And Lugi looking down the inside, more grip. Makes the move stick. So we will try and have a look at this. Nice one. So Fake Rider down to P9, Pool Shark in P10, and Kyle in P11 at the moment. And look at that, still close racing between Philo and JeGr. So get an onboard from that Mercedes. Atzenbach very close on the Notchlife for the second time under race conditions. The exit, Mittelbacher Höhe, the run up to Flugplatz, the fast, long double right-hander. Do we see a lift? Probably in those cars, but not much. Good run. He is close. Now approaching Schwedenkreuz. See, you have to lift, but still get close to that inside curb. Oh, right, that curb. And now hard on the anchors. Down we go into the foxhole. Ayub, Lilith Dion on top end. That Supra is pretty strong. So is there a way for JeGr in that Mercedes to move past that Supra? We will see. So we all know the Nordschleife is a very narrow racetrack. Very hard to make clean overtakes. That might be good news for Philo. So far, really strong showing, strong performance from both of the drivers, Philo and JeGr. 1 and 2 at the moment. Really having fantastic drive. So far, Beetlejuice in P3 in no man's land at the moment. Oh, P4, we heard a big crash. Did happen? See if we can catch what happened. Oh, we just see the end of it. There was contact between two of the drivers and massive damage as well by the looks. So it's also close racing then here between Fake Rider, Lugi, Bull Shark, and Hutz is struggling there to keep the car on track. Oh, and what happened to Kyle? Kyle's car is parked. This doesn't look promising. It looks like probably a disconnect, or I don't know. But also the marshal's not doing, showing anything, any hints of action. It's just, yeah, there's a car. All right, whatever. Not sure, but the battle for P1 still is raging on. Yeah, do we need a safety car? I don't know. So we're focused on the racing action again. There, maybe Carl can get his car started again. And yeah, now they disconnected, they left the room. This looked like some probably connection issues there for the Dutch driver. So one car retired. We are down to 10 cars now. Oh good, but maybe we introduce like a code 60 or whatever. If we have something like that. And look at this intense battle at the front. This time it's JeGr chasing down Philo, coming through Landsgarten section again. And it's really like nose to tail. Will there be a run for the Mercedes driver? Philo still stays in front with that top end advantage, arguably, we see in that Supra. Three, 4 tenths the gap. Don't think the AMG has the legs, the grunt to make a move on that Supra on the long straight. Will be interesting to see now. So we have 5 tenths. Philo trying to break the toe early. 5, 6 tenths, and that Supra is pulling away on the straight. Nothing the Mercedes can do. Look at that. 7, 8 tenths, 9. That gap is going up, up, up. What a machine, Supra. Maybe also Philo has put on the low downforce aero kit for this one. Look at that, he gained more than a second on that straight. Oh, we have the second car retired, fake rider. Also left the lobby, not sure what happened here. So now 1.7 seconds to gap, and a great lap, Philo for 86. It's a massive lap. And then next up in P3, it's Beetlejuice, who will be running 8:53. That's not too shabby. Opa up to P4, also 8:55. Dark Horse just above the 9-minute mark. Death Spade is in P6, and it's Pool Shark versus Lugi on the straight, but I still think Lugi has damage, so he's like a sitting duck on the straight. Still uses a little bit of that slipstream to stay with the BMW driver. Oh, P7 also has damage. Alright, maybe that's why. The P7, 8 and 9 all have damage at the moment. Or let's see if they will be pitting to fix the damage. Scraping the wall. Oh, Pool Shark staying out. Lugi heading into the pits. And what's Huts doing? This is a straight. You don't have to turn like on a straight. Whoa. So looks like the Supra, not the same setup that Philo is running with it. Looks very unstable. So a massive moment. So back on to the Nordschleife, into Hatzenbach we go. And Celi, he reduced the gap to under 1 second again. Yeah, all those historic cars getting so much damage, so much money being wasted with that. And Philo is going quicker. But also Lee, look at that, 0.7. And again, the power sections is where the Mercedes is struggling compared to the Supra. Beetlejuice and Opa both seem to be running roughly the same pace. That gap is not really changing. Still 4 seconds. Then nearly 10 seconds to Cyanas. Death Spade in P6. All by themselves, and now Pool Shark, they didn't pit last time round. Lugi fixed the damage and now tries to catch the BMW again, and also Hutz, after that spin, repaired the damage onto a new attempt to make it round without any damage. Now Philo trying to increase his lead. Lee, the Mercedes, not able to bring that gap down. Now he gained 1 or 2 tenths, but looks like brakes are better on that Mercedes. Also the cornering, the speeds better, but we have a long power section approaching now for Philo, braking for Bergwerk, and then the long uphill section. It's 1.2, the exit of Bergwerk. So initially JeGr is staying with that Supra, but I think now the Supra will start to pull away again. Yeah, gap is going up to close the tile section. It's like it's all the power you have, you want to use it. Whoa, a little drift. Or, you know, just gained 2 tenths. Well, expected to be more. So JeGr still with the opportunity to get closer. Nice little drift. Approaching the old Stahlstrecke, we go into the carousel. This should be better for that Mercedes. Suspension working down to 1 second again, and now the technical part. Now, for many drivers, like their favorite part of the track. Now, section Hohe 8. Under 1 second again. This is where the Mercedes shows his strength. Going through Wippermann, and half a second the gap. It's getting closer and closer again between the top 2 drivers. Downhill we go into Kesselchen. We hear the party zone on the left hand side, on the campsite, and we have the 3rd retirement of this race. Exit of Eiskurve, now again approaching Landsgarten, and we're down to half a second again. A little jump for both of the cars, and JeGr is gaining all the time back on the Nordschleife section. Ooh, a little wiggle. Exit of Landsgarten 2. Manages to keep the car on track. Again, losing some time downhill through the fast Stefan Belopes into Schwalbenschwanz. We go. This should be beneficial for the Mercedes again. 0.5. Mini carousel. Great exit for JeGr. And out of Geigenkopf we go. Losing all of the track width. 0.3 the gap, let's see. So JeGr still has slipstream, but lost 3 tenths already, and now we'll be losing even more. 1 second already, that gap. 1.2, look at that, this Supra is OP on the straights, no doubt about that. Braking for die Hohenrhein-Schikane, we go, and this could be a new fastest lap of the race for Philo. 8:45.3. JeGr 8:45.0, so he gained a little bit on Philo, but I was unable to keep up on that last sector. This is crucial. The fuel is not an issue, so they have plenty of fuel. So no need to worry about that. And Opa in P4, that gap down to 2.8 seconds now. So Battle of the Finns might be something we can spectate for the last 2 laps if the trend continues. Our BMW driver in P5, Sanis. Oh, we have another retirement. What's going on today? We start with 11, down to 7 drivers now. That's the risk of running old cars, right? But they just break down eventually. So 7 cars remaining. We have 3 BMWs, P7, P6 and P5. We have 3 Mercedes in P4, P3 and P2, and we have 1 Supra remaining in the race leading on. And yeah, we had sign-ups for 14 cars with 3 no-shows. Started this race with 11 and now down to 7, unfortunately. And as mentioned in chat, some clouds are here on the track. With the top 2 still being very, very close. Amazing race for those 2 drivers so far. And yeah, some dark clouds as well. Oh, what? This was a mistake for Philo. Clip that inside, that grass. Watch it again. Drifted through Schwedenkreuz and good catch. So this is far from over, right? The battle for P1 and P2. Amazing how close those 2 drivers are for the entire race so far. And yeah, we definitely see those gray, dark clouds now everywhere on the track. Will we get some rain? A little bit of drama towards the end of the race with some rain. I wouldn't mind. Oh, again, a little trip there. But Jay Lee still staying with Philo under 1 second the gap. And also the gap between Beetlejuice and Hopper is going down, down, down. 2.5. He was 2.4 now. Could get interesting at least. So for the other drivers, big gaps. Cyanus, Death Spade and Pool Shark. They're not in a real battle at the moment, so but we have battle for 1, 2 and probably a battle for 3 and 4 happening very, very soon. So on the northern part of the track we have still some sunshine, so not those dark clouds, but yeah, it's a long track, so over 25 kilometers. And here we go, we see some more clouds in the distance, but Yeah, through the carousel, we still see sunshine on the cars. And Philo opened up that gap a little bit, but this is usually the section where JeGr in his Mercedes is unstoppable again. Four-wheel drift and another one, and now he's on the grass, but manages to just keep it on track. This was close. A little brown hands moment. But it looks but 1.5. Still within reach of P1. And here it's all sunny through this part of the track. So looks like it's going to be dry, and now JeGr risking too much, pushing too hard, and that was a crucial mistake again for the Finnish driver. So very, very aggressive through Landsgarten and then goes on to the grass, and so 6 seconds now the gap between JeGr and Philo. Beetlejuice and Oppa still 2.4 seconds, with Beetlejuice on a personal best at the moment. Same probably is true for Oppa. Well, so very sunny here on the Schwalbenschwanz section, no dark clouds at all. But it's 1.7, 1.6, so a great run for Oppa. It's 1.5 seconds just outside of the slipstream, not gaining, so you also see a difference probably in the setups. Beetlejuice in P3, arguably a bit more top end compared to Oppa's setup. So Oppa lost 2/3 already after the long straight, now into the braking zone, maybe gaining a little bit of time again. It's still under 2 seconds, so gained some time. Just over 2 seconds now. Bit of a poor run out of the final chicanes and close to beating his personal best. Beetlejuice, they improved the personal best to 8:51.6, and JeGr now nearly 8 seconds. The gap with Philo also snatched that fastest lap of the race, and look at that, all blue skies. Now what a difference a lap makes, right? So we were seeing like really dark gray clouds, and now they're just gone, nothing happened. But that's the Eiffel weather. And Philo going quicker and quicker, trying to go for 8:44 maybe. It's close. But yeah, you see the lap times. 8:45.029 for Philo, 8:45.081 for JeGr. So we witnessed the close racing between both of the drivers for a long time, and then with a mistake. So it's maybe now for JeGr to say, yeah, won't be getting the win, but let me get the fastest lap of the race, right? And we see the other two Mercedes drivers within the same camera shot now, under 2 seconds between Beetlejuice and Opa. And improving on the personal best as well. So then the gaps have opened up to the rest of the remaining drivers. Xana's in P5. Let's run with the red BMW for a little bit, see their lines. But I think every lap below 9 minutes is a really good one, and then we have like this alien pace with 8:45s. So 8:50s are impressive times already. But 8:45s, maybe 8:44s in the end. We'll see. That's great. Also looking to get sub 9 minutes eventually. And Bull Shark looks like they had another outlap last time round now. Let's see what they can do. Ooh, a little moment for Below touching the grass, but avoiding the spin. Oh, it is still the Nürburgring Nordschleife with the green hell. So even with those lovely weather conditions, it's still a very challenging track, and every little mistake can hurt you. Oh, we see Chaley is pushing. It looks fast and furious. We'll see if we get the next sector delta very briefly. It's 1.5 seconds purple. Look at that. He's pushing like crazy. What the hell? And the battle for P3 is on. Under 1 second the gap between Beetlejuice and Opa. They're going down Beersiphon, the slowest part of the Nordschleife. Accelerate out of this slow part, going downhill into Breitscheid. Carry some momentum for the crucial right-hander X Mühle. Goes a little bit uphill, a little bit of a wiggle for Beetlejuice. This gives Opa the opportunity. They also had a little slide, but still under 1 second the gap between two drivers. Through Niki Lauda, King they go, braking hard for Bergwerk. And get a perfect exit for the long run uphill. You go, it's 1 second. And this should be, again, Beetlejuice's part because of the arguably low aero kit he put on his car. So close total. The power section uphill. We go, still gap staying around about 1 second. And approaching Mutkurve, Bravery Corner. See, little tap on the brakes, and then power. So evenly matched throughout this section. Now exit of close total. We go, start of the curb, braking. Right-hander uphill. And into the carousel. No drama at all for Beetlejuice. The same goes for Opa. 0.8, 0.9. Good one. Now ascending more and more. Approaching Hohe 8 for the 5th time during this race. And I think Opa will be playing the Jaws theme now. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. It's 0.8 and closer, so through Wipperman they went. downhill, approaching Kesselchen. Oh, a little drift, nothing too major. Exit YouTuber's corner. Power, big tank slapper. For Beetlejuice loses another 10th. Ice curve. No drama for both of the drivers. Okay, you see a little jump there for Plantsgarten 1, the right-hander. Little break. Flat out through the second part of Plantsgarten. Downhill we go, the fast flowing section. Stefan Bellow has minimized the distance as much as possible. It's 0.7, gaining another 10th there for Opa. Braking for Schwalbenschwanz. Braking. Left-hander, use all of the exit curb. Trying to get a good run for the exit. The mini carousel. Oh, and Beetlejuice with a slide that loses him some momentum. Here we go. We have the battle. Geigenkopf, the double right-hander. Oh, but we know Beetlejuice has the faster car with his setup on the straight. How much can Slipstream help Opa now? That's the question. Just staying with gaining a little bit. Oh, that Slipstream is definitely helping. 0.3, getting closer and closer and closer. We are approaching the Bielstein Bridge now. There's the run, the massive run. They go side by side. Oh, Beetlejuice just manages to stay ahead before braking for Hohenrhein chicane, so that top end in his setup is still better. Again, a little bit of a slide coming out of the final chicane, approaching the start-finish straight, and it will be the final lap of the race. So did we see a new fastest lap? JeGr 8:43.799. You must be kidding me. But also Fido with 8:43.9. What? Crazy lap times here, the leaders. But JeGr so far with the fastest lap of the race, 43.7. But this is the battle for position between two cars, two Mercedes-Benz 190 and I think the best opportunity for Opa would be to make a move on the GP loop at some point. To the Goodyear hairpin we go. We're running uphill again, approaching Michael Schumacher S, and Opa with a better run, gaining a little bit on Beetlejuice now. Four tenths, 3 tenths. This is close. So through Bielstein Kurve we go. Better run for Beetlejuice. 0.5 it is. No issue through the kink now. Braking for the NGK chicane, the fast flowing one. Good run. Last time on to the Nordschleife we go. Oh, a little bit too wide. Not getting the apex. Sabine Schmidt's curve. We go, and it's 0.5. Approaching Hatzenbach section. It's a good battle for P3 now. Really close. Exit of Hatzenbach. Still Beetlejuice leading, but not by much. Braking, get on the power early for the uphill section. Quittelbacher Höhe. Run up to Flugplatz. Still under half a second between Beetlejuice and Opa. Mercedes versus Mercedes. Finland versus Finland. And No drama. Flugplatz. Now, next crucial corner. Schwedenkreuz. Oh, look at that. Cars are jumping over that little crest. Braking for Arenberg. So easy to outbrake yourself. Get in to the gravel pit. Not this time. Downhill, Fuchsröhre, the foxhole in English. And it's still Beetlejuice keeping that distance. Braking for Adenauer Forst. Understeers a little bit, but brings it back onto the apex and now uses the inside curb to get the run. Opa with that little wiggle on the exit point, 7 the gap. Now, let's have a look at the leaders. So still 7 seconds between Philo and JeGr. Don't want to miss any of the action between the two Mercedes drivers. And here Kallenhardt, and now through Spiegelkurve. No drama at all. Approaching, miss, hit, miss. You see, misses it, drifts it. Oh, was close, loses some speed. Down to half a second again. Braking for Versailles. We go downhill. Don't overshoot it. And into Breitscheid we go. Need to get a good run out of Exmühle, and it's still 0.5, 0.6 between the two drivers. We go through Niki, Lauda, King, Glad it is, braking for Bergwerk. A little bit hesitant on the accelerator maybe, and you see instantly loses him a little bit of time. That uphill section. He's still within 0.6, but the slipstream will help Opa to stay with Beetlejuice through Klostertal. Now approaching Mutkurve. See a little break. Don't. What a run! Look at that. Gained 3/10 nearly through that single corner. He was brave. Oh, Beetlejuice is braking. He's not feeling confident at all. Look at that. Maybe the pressure, the heat is on. Can Beetlejuice defend the P3? Oh, drifting through the carousel. Not the ideal line. Both of the drivers with some minor mistakes. It's intense. Can't imagine both of the drivers are now sweating like crazy. Through Hoyacht we go. Let's get a little bit of an onboard impression. Lost momentum through Wimpermann. 2/10 gone, just like that. Can he bring it back for the run down to Kesselchen? 0.7 the gap. It's still so at the front. Philo's 6 seconds. The gap is coming down to JeGr, but not enough. It's the final lap. If Beetlejuice in P3, Opa we were running with that, so the other gaps, Sanas in P5. That Spade in P6 and Pulchak in P7. So we have to stay with the battle for position for P3. Don't wanna miss. Comes to Philo. Now on the dodging away for the final time, 6 seconds to gap to JeGr. Let's have a look for Delta. We see another purple. Yeah, another purple, so might be improving on the fastest lap as well. Oh, there was a mistake. What happened to Opa? He pushed too hard. Let's see. What happened? Whoa, the car went sideways onto the grass and then boom, into barrier we go. Unfortunate. It is so, but we need to get back to Philo. He will win the DTM Legends race at the Nürburgring. Great race for Philo, victory in that Supra. JeGr couldn't get the fastest lap in, I think, but great result for the Finnish driver. In P2 we have then Beetlejuice. In P3, after Opa, he was pushing like crazy to get that final podium spot, but in the end Beetlejuice kept his calm. Final time through Hohenrhein for the Finnish driver in that black Mercedes, and Beetlejuice will finish in P3 on the podium. Opa now crawling back home, collected some damage here, but doesn't matter in the end, so still an entertaining race, starting from the back of the grid up to P4. And the best BMW today, Cyanas aka Dark Horse, in P5 with a personal best on the final lap. Look at that. Nice one. Death Spade in the Steve Soper tribute livery in P6 for the final time. Can he manage to get a sub 9-minute lap time? No, he's nearly 3 seconds up on his personal best. He was getting so close for that sub 9-minute. Still, I love that livery. It's so good. And Death Spade will finish in P6, and then we have Shark remaining. Where is he located? I think he won't be able to see the checkered flag, unfortunately, with the 3-minute run over time we have. But still, GG everyone for competing in the race, for getting till the end, for showing us those lovely cars and liveries on this beautiful racetrack today. So great support race for the big one, and you know the big one is approaching. Just nearly 1 hour until we start the formation lap for the ERF GT Challenge Nürburgring 24 hours. And that's it. That was the race. In case of the race result, and with the victory in that Supra, followed by the KB in Mercedes 190E, and Beetlejuice also in the Mercedes. Fastest lap 43.799, really close. Also 43.966. So yeah, Opa in P4, Diana's 5, Death Spade P6, Pool Truck P7. Then we had the retirements, Lugi, Kyle, Fake Rider, and Hutz, who weren't able to finish the race, unfortunately. Alright. So, with that being said, here. Oh, but that one, this was like the initial grid. I wanted to go back to the program. So, you see, we are 1 hour away, and stream will be there for you as well. So take a break, grab something to eat, do whatever you need to do, and then come back 1 hour's time for the start of 24 hours race in the GT Challenge 3 GT3 machinery around here. So yeah, that's everything from my side. Hope you enjoyed the race. I did. And hope to see you in the next stream. Good. Bye.